Hey everyone, welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into AI writing tools. You know, those tools that claim they can write just about anything. It seems like everybody's talking about them these days. But what's the real story? Are they friend or so for content creators like you? I've got a whole bunch of articles and research reports here, so let's sift through it all and see what we can learn. And for this deep dive, I'm excited to be joined by, a leading expert in content creation and AI. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to dive into this. It's such a rapidly evolving field, and there's so much to unpack.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's jump right in. Why are these AI writing tools getting so much attention?
Well, I think one of the biggest draws is efficiency. You can just imagine being able to brainstorm ideas, get keyword suggestions, or even draft entire pieces in just seconds. It's a complete game changer for anyone, especially if you need to create high-quality content quickly.
I can totally see the appeal. I recently had to write a blog post on a pretty tight deadline. And I'll admit, I was tempted to try out one of these AI tools myself.
It's hard to resist, right? And honestly, the technology has gotten so much better in recent years.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But what about the quality of the content? Can AI really match a human writer?
It's getting closer all the time. What's really interesting to me is how AI can help us personalize content. By analyzing data about your target audience, these AI tools can help you craft messages that really resonate.
So it's like having a super-powered research assistant who can analyze data and tell you exactly what your audience wants to hear.
Yeah, exactly. It's about using data to make smarter decisions about your content.
And what about the cost? These tools are pretty expensive, right?
Actually, some of them are surprisingly affordable, especially for smaller businesses or startups on a tight budget. And that's a really important point, because it means that AI writing tools are becoming more accessible. It's not just for big corporations anymore.
So it sounds like AI writing tools offer a lot of potential benefits. But I know there are some concerns as well. What are some of the things content creators should be wary of?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is originality. Since AI often relies on existing data to generate content, it can sometimes result in recycled ideas and a lack of fresh perspectives.
So you're saying that AI might struggle to come up with truly original content?
Exactly. It's learning from what's already out there, so it's not surprising that it might end up repeating patterns or even plagiarizing existing content in some cases.
Yeah, that's a big concern. So how can content creators ensure their work remains original and engaging in an age of AI?
That's a really important question, and it highlights the need for human oversight. We can't just blindly trust AI to create high-quality content. We need to use it strategically and always make sure that the final product is something that we're proud of.
So you're saying that AI should be a tool to enhance our creativity, not replace it entirely.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between human and artificial intelligence.
I like that. Finding the balance.
Yeah, it's not about one or the other. It's about finding ways to use both effectively.
That makes a lot of sense.
Think of it this way. AI can be like your sous chef in the kitchen. It can help you prep the ingredients, chop the veggies, and handle all the repetitive tasks.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Yeah, so you, the head chef, can focus on the creative vision, adding your own unique flavor and making sure the final dish is something truly special.
So AI can handle the grunt work.
Exactly.
And free us up to be more creative.
Right. For example, let's say you're writing a blog post about a new product. Instead of just writing something generic, you could use AI to analyze your target audience.
Oh, you mean like their demographics and interests?
Yeah, exactly. And even their online behavior. Then using that information, you can tailor the language and tone of your post to make it really resonate with those specific readers.
So we can use AI to make our content more targeted and effective.
Exactly.
It's like having a personalized marketing team at your fingertips.
That's a great way to put it.
But earlier, we talked about some of the potential risks of AI writing tools. How can we make sure we're using them responsibly and avoid those pitfalls?
That's where human judgment comes in. We can't just blindly trust AI-generated content. We need to review it carefully, fact-check it, and make sure it aligns with our own values.
So it's not about simply copying and pasting what the AI spits out.
No, definitely not.
It's about using it as a tool to enhance our own skills.
Exactly. Think of it as a starting point, not the finish line.
Okay, that makes sense.
And remember, AI is constantly evolving.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So we need to stay informed about the latest developments and best practices.
So continuous learning is key.
Absolutely.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Right.
Now, I know that data security is a big concern for a lot of people. especially when it comes to AI.
Yeah, definitely. It's crucial to be selective about the AI tools you use. Do your research and choose platforms that have a strong track record on data security and privacy.
So don't just jump on the bandwagon and use the first tool you come across. Make sure the companies you're trusting with your data are trustworthy.
I think that's really important.
Speaking of trust, what about the ownership of the content created by AI?
That's another good point. The terms of service can vary widely from one platform to another.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Some platforms claim ownership of the output generated by their AI, while others grant you full rights.
So we need to read the fine print.
Absolutely.
It sounds like navigating the world of AI writing tools requires a thoughtful and informed approach.
It definitely does.
But when used responsibly, it can be a game changer for content creators.
I completely agree.
So we've talked about the importance of human-AI collaboration, ethical considerations, continuous learning, and data security. It's been a fascinating deep dive so far, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the bigger picture. Where do you see AI heading in the future, and how will it impact the world of content creation?
That's a great question, and it's one that a lot of people are thinking about. The future of AI is still being written, but I believe it has the potential to transform content creation in profound ways. It's not just about automating tasks. It's about augmenting human creativity.
Yeah.
And opening up new possibilities.
I love that. Augmenting human creativity. So it's not about AI replacing us, but about AI helping us to be even more creative.
Exactly. And that raises some pretty interesting questions.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, if AI can compose music, write poetry, even script entire screenplays, where do we draw the line?
Yeah, where do we draw the line?
Between human and artificial creativity.
It's getting kind of blurry, isn't it?
It really is.
And what does it even mean to be creative in a world where machines can do so much?
That's a question I think we're all going to be grappling with.
For sure. If AI can create a song in the style of, my favorite band, is it still art?
That's a tough one.
It makes you think.
It does. And what about the emotional impact of content? Words have power. They can evoke feelings, inspire action, even change minds. Can AI really understand and replicate those nuances of human emotion?
That's a great point.
Yeah.
As content creators, we're not just trying to convey information. We're trying to connect with our audience on an emotional level. And I'm not sure if AI can ever truly replace that human touch.
It's a fascinating debate, and I don't think there's an easy answer. But it's something we need to keep in mind.
Definitely.
As AI becomes more and more sophisticated.
Yeah, for sure.
I also think we'll see the role of the content creator evolving.
How so?
Well, we might become more like editors, refining and shaping AI-generated drafts.
Okay, yeah.
Or even curators, sifting through a sea of AI-generated content to find the real gems.
Interesting. So instead of fearing AI, we need to adapt and evolve alongside it.
Exactly.
So what skills do you think will be most valuable for content creators in this new landscape?
That's a good question. I think critical thinking will be essential.
Okay.
And of course, creativity.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the ability to connect with an audience.
Yeah, that human connection.
Right.
I don't think that's going away anytime soon.
I agree.
So it sounds like there's still a bright future for content creators.
Absolutely. The future of content creation is collaborative.
Yeah.
With humans and AI working together.
I love that. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines.
Exactly.
Well, this has been an incredible deep dive. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us.
It's been my pleasure.
And for everyone listening, remember that the future of AI is not predetermined.
It's true.
We're all shaping it together. So let's choose wisely, use these tools responsibly, and keep creating amazing content. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those creative sparks flying.